Pisces, your overall energy to me is feeling very heavy. It's feeling very dense. It's feeling a little bit sad. But it's also feeling hopeful for the future, and it's also seeing that maybe things don't have to always stay this way. I do get, Pisces, that there are some of you who are harboring some very heavy emotions and you need to let it out. You're unhappy, you're unfocused, you're a little bit weary of your future and how things are going to play out. I think that you are feeling as if you needed to be in a certain place at a certain time. Like, you needed to be at a certain place by the age you are at right now, you know? And what's happening is that you are not only not only are you dealing with that, but I think you are also dealing with some underlying anger towards yourself, and part of you needs to learn how to communicate these feelings honestly within yourself. Like, I think some of you mistaken your sadness for anger or things like that, or it's not a big deal. But what Spirit is revealing to me is that you need to allow yourself to unleash these harbored emotions and unleash whatever is hidden within you so that you can see some way or some light through it, you know? Some of you might be working on a project, a creative project, something that you've been wanting to do for a while now. But what Spirit is telling me is that within the next few months, things are going to pull through. So keep working on that project. Do not lose hope. Do not lose sight. Things might not be working out in the way that you want them to, and that's only because Spirit is just allowing you to like fully get your feet wet and fully absorb fully absorb what it is that you're trying to create, so that you can have, so that these next few months can help you build more confidence within yourself. This is kind of like a new thing for you. This is something that, yeah, you may be knowledgeable about it, you know, in your younger years, but now like you're actually doing it. It's like, holy shit. Or, you know, it's just you're coming to the realization that what you once were dreaming about is coming into fruition. But be patient with yourself as it comes into fruition. And if it's not in fruition yet, again, it's going to be in the next couple months again. So Spirit said, wait. And wait does not necessarily mean that you are being told no. Wait is just learning to be patient, processing the process, right? Really appreciating the building blocks that come with it, okay? So Pisces, yeah, although things might be lagging and it might be feeling like you're dragging your feet, just know that you're just getting your feet wet, and in the next few months you're gonna be okay, okay? Don't lose hope yet. Service as co-creation. My service, no matter how great or small, is a conscious act of co-creation with the world. So I'm picking up where some of this sadness comes from is that some of you are struggling with, you know, being appreciated. I think that there are some of you who feel like you're underappreciated and that your actions mean nothing. Well, in reality, they do. However, Pisces, you guys get very moody, okay? And sometimes you tend to internalize and you lash out on people who want to be there for you or who show up for you. And it's like, you kind of have to stop doing that already and see things for what they really are, moving past the illusion of your emotions, okay? Because your emotions can honestly cause you to see things in a not so light manner. Because there are people who are willing to support you. There are people who love your work. But if you keep pushing these people to the side when you're dealing with your shit, like, bro, you're just only kind of making matters a little bit worse. You are appreciated. You are fully appreciated in this world. Just know that. Soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Um, I like to say that Pisces are very naturally creative. They tend to always make masterpieces out of some type of chaos or whatever. They know how to like on a on a subconscious level. They know how to transmute their pain, if that makes sense, right? So what spirit is asking for you at this moment is to focus on creating. Focus on creative projects and things that make you happy or things that bring you some type of joy. Because by you harboring the pain, what only is it doing is that it's creating more friction in the body. It's creating more resentment. It's creating more like ugh, and you need to let it go. If you're finding it hard to find compassion, maybe you want to work with animals these next couple weeks, or look into get a dog or something. Things that are gonna help you remember that you're human and that you have feelings. Practice compassion, compassion towards yourself, compassion towards others, but really towards yourself first, so that you can be able to give it to others. You never want to give from an empty cup. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So, what did this year teach you? What was it that you figured out on your own? And also, how are you feeling at this moment? Those are questions I want you to ask yourself. And have you been listening to your intuition this year? Maybe some of you are resenting yourself because you didn't listen to your intuition, and now you might be in a sticky situation. But you can always see your way out of it. Yeah, let's be optimistic, okay? Open communication. Get a weight off of your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Mercury. I want some of you to look at where your Mercury is. Mercury is the planet of communication. Some of you are probably struggling with telling people the truth, or you're struggling with admitting the truth to yourself, and it's just causing a lot of throat chakra blockages. Some of you need to drink a little bit more tea, so that you can open up the chords, open up what it is that needs to be said, and give yourself massages too. Massage your neck, massage your body, so that whatever comes out of your mouth comes from a place of love, as opposed to like anger or something not so nice, something that you might regret later. Commander, sorry, I wasn't gonna play myself. Call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I feel like there are a lot of cycles that are dying out for you right now. And Spirit is like, all right, since this is something that you've been talking about for a while, this is something that you've been wanting to do for a while, now it's time for you to step up to plate and show me what you're really about, So, you have to be willing to explore your options, Stop limiting yourself to one type of lifestyle, but also learn how to know when something is going to keep you in abundance and whether something is going to drag you down. Pisces, you're very intuitive and you're highly aware. So if you're not passionate about it, stop wasting your time and energy. Like, it's time to step up to what you've been called to be doing. And I think some of you are really finding it hard to step up to that because you're like, well, I kind of feel a little bit unsupported. I don't feel loved. I don't feel this. But how are people going to know that if you're not speaking up about it, you know? Like, if you keep moving in a passive aggressive way, again, you're only pushing people away. You're only pushing them further. Which means that you're going further away from the truth, right? So Pisces, let's work on communicating our feelings clearly. Let's work on journaling. Let's work on finding a way to express ourselves, creative expression, finding an outlet, because it is so important for you to get whatever it is that you need to get the fuck off your chest, because it's honestly bothering you. It's a little bit daunting at this moment too. I think some of you are struggling with money. I think some of you are struggling with your finances. I think some of you are finding it embarrassing to like ask for help or things like that. But like, you know, if you need help, it's time to open up. But Spirit is saying like, don't worry, because abundance is your birthright. You know, you're never going to be left in the dark. It's just, there's just a lot of transformation happening right now in your current life that that's opening new avenues of income for you. So things that you're like really passionate about. Like, Spirit doesn't want you to continue to deal with situations that really don't make you happy, you know? Places that don't feel like home. Spirit wants to help you bring in new clients or bringing new job opportunities. I feel like that, like my overall water signs, I just feel like in different areas we're all going through a transformation in our own type of ways. And I just think that we need to learn how to be more patient and trustworthy trusting within ourselves. So we have to trust ourselves enough to know that things are working out in our favor for our highest good. So I pray that this reading resonates with someone. And yeah.